Ooh, I've got to build that. I went to AdeptiCon this year. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of you, and we saw this announcement for the Cogfort. And the more I was hearing about it, the more excited I was, because this one is something any army in Age of Sigmar can take, which is really cool. Because it's a model anybody can take, I've made some STLs. They're absolutely free on my Patreon. So if you want to build along with me, you can do that. If you don't have a 3D printer though, you can definitely scratch build these elements. But I wanted my piece to be super sturdy. 3D printing it helps me out a lot with that. So I want to really beat Games Workshop to the punch here and build it before they can release it. Just kind of as a challenge. It's not really to build it as cheap as possible, but that's always a nice side effect about scratch building something like this. My one hobby goal at Adepticon was to kit bash and convert some vampire pirates for a Mordheim warband. So that's the theme I'm going to make this Cogfort, because any army can take this unit. And I blended that in with coffee stir sticks. At Adepticon, I was on the hunt for anything pirate related, and I found this boat from Trent's Bits Boxed. And this is going to go in place where a balcony is on the original model. Now the ship and this boat are things that I can't give out for free. However, you're going to be building this for your army. So I think elements like these are a great way to be forcing that theme onto this type of model. Okay, so I've been looking over the whole house, trying to find a shape like this. I took apart a flashlight I got at a thrift store a while ago. It's just not quite right. I knew I had seen it somewhere, and I got out the mocha pot, and it's like an exact match. So I'm going to try and make a mold of this. So I'm using silicone putty for this. It is a really easy to use material. You don't need to worry about it leaking everywhere. You can just mix it with your hands. It's food safe. So I had a lot of questions about this while I was at Adepticon. I'll have a link for what I use in the description, so you can find something similar, if not the exact thing. I'm going to admit that I didn't do a great job molding this, so I filled up all the spaces with hot glue that didn't quite get filled with the resin. Now that this thing is all built, it's time to slow down and add all the little details to really finish this thing off. Although you could scratch build the base part of this thing, it helps me to kind of fast track some of the tedious work, so I can spend more time doing some of the stuff like kit bashing that I really enjoy. And I can put a lot more of my creative energy towards that. Because there is some tedious work that I don't enjoy, and there is some tedious work like this that I do enjoy. Problem solving. Like this mast was super saggy, so I just kind of shrink wrapped it with the lighter, and it worked really well. And then I used some pipe cleaner that I singed off all the hairs on to act as rope to support all of the masts. While I finish off the whole of this structure, I'd just like to please request that you like and subscribe and hype the video. It really does a lot to help support the channel. Because smaller channels don't really get pushed too much on YouTube, it's almost fully dependent on people who share and like the videos. So there's only so much I can do on my own. So I appreciate your help. So I wanted to put some windows on the side of this structure, and I put some chest pieces that I clipped off the tops of, and then I glued those in as cannons, and I really love the look of these. They turned out awesome. The huge appeal for this model is any army can take this. So there's an infinite amount of possibilities that you can take this creatively. And for me, that's really exciting. So hopefully by giving you a lot of the tools, you'll be able to try something new and make it work for you. Again, these will be free on my Patreon, and while I'm at it, thanks so much to my patrons. You guys really do a lot. Basically, I'm just going to be overbrushing everything. I spent a lot of time adding this detail or these textures everywhere, which makes it a lot easier in the painting process. So yeah. I'm not going to be painting this much different than I would a terrain piece because honestly it's pretty big, but yeah, so if you do the same build, just have fun with it. Pretty low pressure. I mean, it's not like a $200 model or however much this is going to be, like the official kit will be. So yeah. And after base coating it, I did some of the final touches with some paint pens just to kind of get some fine detail work. And my brother stopped by, so I couldn't really film what I was painting because I was busy talking to him. But by the end of it, the flags and all that looked really cool. I came up with a new like pirate vampire like Jolly Roger, and I was really happy with that design. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking along. If I saw you at AdeptiCon, nice to see you again. All right, have a good one.